Hello Runescape, we'll miss it here with the new video, and how is everyone doing? A couple of days ago I was incredibly lucky enough to be able to go on one of these Ironman beta accounts and test out the Ironman mode and let you guys be a big part of it. But making this video and letting you guys participate via me doing the Ironman beta. And I look at this as a real cool opportunity because it's very limited people who are able to go on this beta. I think it's about 130 people who are given special accounts by Jagex with the Ironman mode activated for testing and whatever. And I've been on this now for about 24 hours. Kind of just testing it out and running around and figuring out what to do and whatever. You can see that my stats are rather low. I don't have that much XP and whatever, but I'm trying to do some stuff here. My main plan, I think, was getting thieving levels and such. I'm able to do clue scrolls and kind of build myself upwards that way. And there's so many perspectives of being an Ironman where you can't really get any help from other people, so getting GP is actually almost worthless unless you need to buy something from NPCs like skill capes or rune armor or anything like that. For those of you who don't know what an Ironman is, it is basically an account where everything is self-efficient. You cannot trade with people, you can't use the grand exchange, you can't pick up items from the ground that you haven't gotten yourself. For example, if someone else kills this skeleton and it drops something, you cannot pick that up because you did not kill the NPC. And I think the requirements for that is that you need to kill, well, take most of the life points. I think it's over 51% of the life points in order to actually be able to count it as your kill. So it is fairly strict rules around that, and it is fairly interesting as well. There are two sorts of Ironman, where the first one is the one I am on, which is just Ironman, the normal mode, where if you die, you respawn, you lose your items, and you have to start over in a way. Whereas if you do a hardcore Ironman, if you die, you're not getting your items back, you're not getting your account back. You can still go into the lobby and talk to people, but you're not, we won't be able to log back onto the account because when it's dead, it's gone. And that is fairly interesting. It's something that the player base have been developing over time. It's something that, many live streamers and whatever have been really into doing, so that they can show people something extremely unique, which is being an Ironman, which is something that people haven't really done before. And that Jagex actually chose to add this into the game is actually extremely unique and something that I did not expect. I was a bit skeptical about this in the beginning, or wasn't really sure if this was a very good idea or something like that. But playing this now and seeing how excited people are on the forums and whatever is something that I'm really looking forward to see releasing into the game and see how people are gonna go on with it and how far they're gonna get. For example, imagine an Ironman doing, for example, like getting to pre-finish or doing like a Virago thing and getting Virago, well, the Vitalis pet and whatever. Just imagine a hardcore Ironman person with Vitalis shard. Like, that's probably not gonna happen because it's so incredibly hard. You're kind of bound to die at Virago at some point, and it's kind of hard to get like Dragors and whatever as well, because you need to kill the Kulfat Queen and, well, not Kulfat King, I think it is, and you cannot trade other people to get resources. What I also do notice here, though, is that you really start appreciating the small things in the game. For example, I've talked to some NPCs that I never talked to before. I've really taken big use of the free items you get in Birth Orb and whatever, and I really think that being an Ironman is gonna encourage or make dead content become more alive again for these Ironman accounts, and kind of work together on that and do things that other people usually wouldn't do, because you could easily just buy yourself towards that area. So being an Ironman is incredibly cool, and it's something that is being developed right now. The only reason to have this open beta is so people who applied for it can go ahead and give some awesome feedback to Jagex of how it's going to be better, potential bugs and things that need to be checked out. And I know that a lot of you guys probably did apply for this and potentially did not get the Ironman invitation, which I'm lucky enough to do here. And because of that, I really want to invite you guys into working on this with me. So the way I'm going to do that is that you guys will be able to comment below and whatever and say, hey Will, can you try this out, and can you do this, and can you see if this works and whatever. And I will try that, and if it's a bug there, if it's something that shouldn't work or that should work but doesn't work or whatever, if it's anything like that, then I will pass that on based on your guys' feedback, and we can do this together based on whatever you guys say. So if you guys want me to, for example, get in random 99 just because I can, then I'll try to do that actually within this week that I have, well, a few days left actually. So it's not that long, but I can do whatever you guys wanted me to do, and I'll give a little update on that eventually, and we'll see how it goes, and hopefully it's going to be a lot of fun to do, and hopefully it's going to be something that you guys find interesting as well. I have noticed that there's not really that many video makers who make Ironman videos now, or that they get well access to an Ironman account. So I really do count this as a really good chance for you guys to be involved and see how things work. I do think spying on penguins is a really good thing as well, because it kind of lets you try and get some extra XP, which is always kind of useful when you're getting, well, have troubles getting XP from other things. So as you can see, I cannot use the Grand Exchange whatsoever. If I go on the Grand Exchange here, you can see that I still can open these things, and if I try to sell something, it will tell me that Ironmans cannot sell items. So you can see here, you cannot sell items to other players in Ironman mode. Also the same thing for buying things. I cannot really buy anything at all. For example, if you try to buy a cake, let's see here, 2/3 of a cake for whatever reason, let's try that. You see that I cannot buy items in an Ironman mode. You will also notice that the tile here is a normal tile, so you can turn it off if you don't want to. The Ironman tile is in the miscellaneous tile section. You can see that I have the Ironman/Iron Woman on me now. You can also change to the Iron Man or /Iron Woman for the other side. The hardcore one is red, but I don't have that since I'm not in hardcore Ironman. I can obviously choose to take off this tile if I don't want it there, but currently during the beta it is required for me to have the Ironman tile on there, so that when I post bugs and whatever on the forums, it's easy for Jagex to see who's actually an Ironman or not, because I'm allowed to change my username on this account. When I first got it, I had like this automated, not really automated, but it had a number pretty much saying kind of what number of the Ironman I was. I think it was like Iron Trial 129. So I got the option to change that, and I did that and changed it to Will Iron It because, well, why not? It's a pretty cool thing. You will also notice that I cannot use like School of Fortune and whatever. Well, it's not School of Fortune, but Treasure Hunter. Since when I tried to click on that, it would tell me that I cannot play Treasure Hunter in Ironman mode, and that's something I'm really happy about, because I could very easily turn into something with like bonuses for other people that's not supposed to be a thing, I guess. But besides that, it is pretty much not that much more to show that's special with Ironmans. It's just purely that I have to do everything on my own. I cannot trade with other people, which especially means that things like smithing or herblore or summoning, for that case, is going to be extremely tricky to do, since I won't be able to trade other people and get my hands on a lot of feathers or a lot of ores and whatever, but since I have to get this manually by myself. It's something that's going to require a lot of work, and the first person to max an Ironman account definitely has a ton of respect from other people, which is extremely cool. You can see that I can use my bank here. I have a lot of junk stuff in my bank mail because I pick up everything I get. I have done a couple of quests, being Vampire Slayer and Rune Mysteries, but that's about it. But you can see here that I have a lot of things there that I don't really need, but I think that it could be useful to keep in case I want to sell things. And you can see here with these items as well, those are items that get free from Birthorpe, that's somewhat high level items in a way that normally would be very tricky to get on a brand new account, especially a new Ironman account. So I've got this stuff here. I'm going to use it very wisely, only if it is needed, but for now I don't really have anything at all to make these kind of things with. I'm trying to get my magic up here so I can start teleporting around a little bit instead of only using the lodestones that I've activated. But you know, I can try at least and see how that works. Otherwise, with Ironman mode, you cannot use like aid and whatever. There's a full description of this on the Runescape forums where my pips have posted, so you can go check that out if you really want to. But I'm going to show you the basic things here. You can see that if I try to accept aid, you cannot do that in Ironman mode, and also these kind of things where it's really things you just cannot do to get help from other people, and it's really thought through. Like, this is something that people have really, well, Jagex have really tried to think of everything here that you could be able to get help from other people. And that is also what a lot of the other testers are doing, that they're trying to figure out like things to do where it will potentially break the Ironman or let the Ironman cheat in some way or another, which is why we have the beta, and it's why I kind of want you guys as well to give me tips on what to do and what to test out to check if there's any bugs and whatever with the Ironman mode that can be reported. If you comment anything and it actually works, I will make a progress video later on showing you guys what we found out, what's not going to work, and what I pass on to Jagex as in form of feedback and bugs and ideas and whatever it might be. So do let me know what you think. I'm in my friends chat. Will miss it most of the time. You can see that my name is Will Iron It. I'm a general in my own friends chat. So come in and look for me, either if I'm on Will Miss It or on Will Iron It, and join me testing out the Ironman mode, and we're gonna have a blast together, and hopefully this is something that you guys will appreciate as well. I do think the only reason that I got this beta was because of you guys, because I told Jagex that if I get the Ironman mode, I'll be able to show this to you guys and let you guys help out as well to give even more feedback than what I could do alone. So it's something that I really want to use for our advantage, and I think it's going to be really professional and really cool whenever it's released for you guys to try out as well. It's a little sneak peek, but you know, why not? My name is Will Miss It. Thanks for your help, and I'll see you guys later.